This is a live look at our nation's Capitol building, where today President Donald Trump was pushing for support on his sweeping legislative package, which includes major tax relief.
But opposition from the small faction of House Republicans could stall the bill just ahead of the Memorial Day break. Erie News Now Washington, D.C. correspondent Brendan Scanlon joining us live with the very latest developments. Good evening, Brendan.
Hey there, Mike and Eva. Good evening. That's right. President Trump's mega bill made some really significant progress on Capitol Hill this week, clearing key committee hurdles. However, still, a few remaining GOP holdouts have the potential to completely derail the bill's chances at passage. Trump's big, beautiful bill is packed with proposals, but even if it passes the House, it still needs Senate approval. At the heart of the bill is tax relief. $2 trillion would make Trump's 2017 tax cuts permanent. A temporary $10,000 deduction for car loan interest if buying an American-made vehicle, as well as temporary exemptions on tips and overtime pay. A standalone no tax on tips bill passed the Senate on Tuesday. That would allow up to a $25,000 deduction on reported tips for workers making under $160,000. The Senate standalone legislation needs approval in the House, where all eyes are currently on the president's mega bill, which also contains a provision for tips and overtime relief, though it's unclear if that provision will make the cut during final negotiations occurring as we speak. Some believe the standalone approach, meaning it's not clumped together with a larger package, is the best approach. Why? Because tax relief in Trump's mega bill will come at a cost, with the proposed cuts to SNAP nutrition benefits by about $230 billion over the next decade, and with millions of people at risk of losing Medicaid coverage. Some believe separating the popular no tax on tips and overtime concept from the larger, more controversial spending plan means more bipartisan support and a better chance at passage. Congressman Nick Langworthy says tax relief for working families in his district is imperative and needs to come fast.
Taking this current tax code and adding things like no tax on tips, no tax on overtime, no tax on Social Security will help get more money out onto the street in people's pockets. Stop taking it out of their check every week so that they can go put it into the economy. No tax on overtime. You'll have people signing up to do more shifts. Companies who are having a hard time finding more employees can be more productive and create more products to sell into this country and around the world.
Back to President Trump's mega bill, a lot of moving pieces here on Capitol Hill today. The key sticking points at this point appear to be those state and local tax deduction limits known as SALT deduction caps, Medicaid cuts, as well as overall spending levels. You have, of course, moderates who don't want to see any cuts to Medicaid and they want to see a higher deduction cap for SALT. And then you also, of course, have those hardline conservatives who do not want to see any more spending whatsoever. So Speaker Mike Johnson is really trying to sort of thread the needle, appease both factions within his party, and try to get this bill across the finish line quickly, because members will, of course, start to trickle out tomorrow for the long Memorial Day weekend. So a lot that we will be watching here on Capitol Hill. For now, reporting live for Erie News Now, I'm Brendan Scanlon. Erie News Now at 5 is back right after this.